Nestled in the hills of Virginia, we are touching the Hokie Stone, means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will get the first swing of the game. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He's looking to throw it. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean,
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Fires to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. To say this has been a slow start. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready.
All kinds of running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. And these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. It's McGougligan. Touchdown, Orange! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Daniel. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. And the Hokies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you run the counter play, you're really hoping to bust that thing inside. You want to fake one direction, pull a guy, kick him out. But you can tell, great job by the defense making that thing bow. Go a little bit outside. Now, guess what? All the cavalry's coming. Everybody can run to the football.
Was complete.
Gets into play. Nice job by the defense.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
He'll pull it on the read.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it. Scrambling away. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches as they come to the line on 3rd down. Already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. This was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. They'll throw it on first down. Fires it down the seam. Got it. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give from the gun. Strikes the blow. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to get to it. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game.
And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Smashes through the tackle. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Nice move to keep moving. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And the returner will be brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the single back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Coming after it. Still looking. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Orange. And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Going for it all. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown. Start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going with the ground game left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff to the single running back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. The run to the right. Smashes through. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had a
touchdown, Cuse. And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
49. Virginia's at 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Right on target this time. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole